it's the EnglishSimmer here, and welcome to a brand new Sims 4 Let's Play that I am starting on my channel. This is called The Young Guns, and basically what this Let's Play is going to be about is this girl right here, the main one on the screen. So this is Chloe Riggs, and this whole Let's Play is going to be focused on her. She is living with friends and things like that, so it's not going to be solely her, but she is pretty much our main character that we are going to play with throughout this Let's Play, and I am so excited to start this Let's Play. It's going to be a very story-driven series. I want to just play, I want to have romances and drama, and drama has always been a thing that I hate in real life, but in The Sims I find it so entertaining, and to see everyone's stories intertwining and things like that, I just find it really amazing that a game can do that. So we are gonna discover Chloe throughout this Let's Play, and I'm so excited. So basically what I'm gonna do in this first part is give an introduction to all the Sims, because there are quite a lot. It has taken me quite a while to set this Let's Play up, which is why it's coming a little bit late for you guys on my channel. But I really wanted to get all the relationships set up and everyone to know the skills that they needed to know and things like that. So I have been playing with them. I also did cheat a little bit just to get them at the level that I wanted them at. But this is pretty much just an introduction to everyone, getting to know the Sims for you guys. And I have to say, they are some of my favourite Sims I think I've ever created. We are living in Newcrest, which is the new neighbourhood. I haven't really added anyone else in. I have added in other homes though, so pretty much everyone in the town currently is someone that Chloe knows, but throughout this Let's Play we will be adding in a lot more people. She will pretty much be getting to know the whole neighbourhood because she's just that type of person, and we're just gonna give her a little introduction. So I'm gonna tell you a little bit about Chloe. So her story is, she's sort of this country girl. She's lived and grown up kind of in a very well-off family, but she is more a country girl, so she enjoys being outside, she enjoys writing and things like that. She was very focused on English in school. She is a young adult at the minute, but yeah, she was very focused on her studies. She was a good girl and things like that. She always did her schoolwork. Her teachers all loved her. All her neighbours loved her and things like that. So that's Chloe's storyline basically. Her family are quite well off, but we will get to that in a minute when I introduce you to her parents. So, Chloe wants to find her soulmate. She is the girl that believes in fairy tales. She believes in her Prince Charming, who is currently stood over here. But yeah, she believes in all of that. She wants romance. She wants the whole shebang. She wants to be Cinderella and get married to her best friend, and we don't know if it's going to turn out that way, so we'll just have to wait and see. So she does want to find her soulmate, and she's currently on the second level of her aspiration. So a little bit about Chloe's personality. She is a romantic. As I just said, she wants her fairy tale. She's like every other girl in like high school who wants to marry the boyfriend that they're going out with. She wants to get married to him. She wants to have his kids. She wants a big happy family. She is very romantic driven. She is also a little bit of a perfectionist. She likes things in their place and she doesn't like things to go amiss. And she is also very cheerful. She was kind of the popular yet shy girl, I guess you could say. And of course she is alluring because of her romantic trait and aspiration. So she is currently unemployed. She does not have a job, but she is pretty good at writing. So she's a level 3 in baking, a level 5 in charisma, comedy, cooking, fishing. That I will explain that. She has a range of skills and I will explain a little bit about why she has them. Gardening, gourmet cooking, guitar. She's pretty good at guitar. And yeah, she's also pretty good at piano. Her mother actually did teach her piano. and writing. So she pretty much wants to be a writer. She wants to be a well-known author. So that is Chloe. And then here we have her Prince Charming, and he is very, very handsome. This is Mr. Jared Forbes. He was the high school jock. He played football, American football, and yeah, he's just an all-round jock. He did a lot of sports when he was younger, and he obviously wants to be a bodybuilder. He's currently on the second level of that aspiration, so good for you, Jared. He's a very attractive man, if I do say so myself. I did try and make these Sims a little bit different, and I really like the way that they turned out. So he wants to be a bodybuilder. He is materialistic, he is self-assured, ambitious, and has a high metabolism. And also his skills, he's pretty good. I'm going to sort these by level. So fitness, obviously, charisma, he's very charismatic. But he also loves video gaming. He's just a boy's boy, basically. That's all we have to say about Jared. And he is currently he's aiming to be a professional athlete. He's currently a minor leaguer, so he's getting there with his job. He's done both the things that he needs to do, so he's pretty much flying through promotions. He is doing quite well, if I do say so myself. And then moving on to one of Chloe's best friends, little Miss Hayley Snow, who I absolutely find adorable. She is like the Tinkerbell of this Let's Play. I think she is so cute, probably like one of the most adorable Sims I've ever made. She's just, I love her. She's really, really sweet as well. So she is Chloe's best friend from school. They are really, really good friends, and they decided that they would put all their money together after they finished school and college, and they bought a house all together, all four of these Sims, and they were just like, you know what, we're young, we want to get away from our families. They do, in fact, still live in the same neighborhood because Chloe's mum couldn't quite let go of her daughter just yet, so they do live in the same neighborhood, and I will be moving Hayley's parents in at some point too. So they all do live in the same neighborhood, which I think is cute. Like, it's like not Hayley's mum. Chloe's mum just couldn't let go, and she was like, okay, I will give you some money towards a house with your friends. You can have your freedom, but I want you close by. I do not want you getting into trouble, so I want you close by. So her parents pretty much live around the block, which is actually really sweet. So a little bit about Hayley. She wants to be a painter extraordinaire. She's getting there slowly. She's currently on level 3 of it. She is a bookworm, she is creative, and she is an art lover, and obviously a muser as well because she is quite creative and wants to be a painter extraordinaire. So I really like Hayley. I think she's gonna be so much fun to play with. What's going on with your hair? But yeah, I really love Hayley. She's adorable, and she is one of Chloe's best friends. She's also in the artist painter career. She's a level 4 in that, which she's doing quite well. She does need to actually work on her painting skill quite a lot. So that is Hayley Snow, who I love, and she's like our bestie. And then another really close friend of ours is Nina. She is the free spirit of the household. She has no job and she wants to actually be a freelance botanist. So she is very into her plants. She's into the earth. She's into conservation and things like that. She's basically a free hippie type of person. She's very eco-friendly and things like that. And I can imagine myself having a lot of fun playing as her. She's a little bit different from the other two. She's a little bit out there. But I feel like all three of them are kind of misfits in their own way. So they all came together in high school and became like the trio of best friends. So looking at Nina's personality, she is a loner, of course, and like I said, they were all misfits and they all found each other in high school and became like the best of friends. They were the three that could never be pulled apart and always spent time together. All their families know each other. I actually haven't added in the other two families yet because I just wanted to get this video up, and it was going to take a bit too long to get their families in, but that will be happening, so don't worry. And she loves the outdoors, and she is also cheerful. That's kind of how Chloe and her bonded. And she is also a collector because she wants to be a freelance botanist. She doesn't have a career, she is just mainly focused on her plants. She wants to just not work, she wants to just hang around the house and work on her plants and things like that, which is cool. Like, if that's what she enjoys, I'ma let her do it. So those are the 4 people that we will be mainly focusing on in this Let's Play. But basically, what I want to do is sort of not only play with these guys, but also play with the parents and things like that. So every so often, I'll throw in a part here or there where we'll be playing with the parents and getting their stories and things like that, which I can imagine is going to be very, very fun. So this is where these 4 live. The young uns do live in this little modern home. It is quite small, I'm not gonna lie, but they don't have much money. They kind of bought this house and then were like, oh shoot, we're out of money. So those 2 do have jobs. They are going to be the main bringers in of money. So I'm not too worried about our money situation because they are doing quite well. But we do have a fairly small house, but it's nice. It does the job. It's what we need. And this is actually Chloe's parents' house. So you can pretty much see how well off they are just by looking at their house. And then this is our tiny little one. So I'm going to show you around the house a little bit. I'm not going to hop into Create a Sim. You guys can like see the Sims outfits and things just throughout this Let's Play. So first off here we have Hayley's room. She is very artistic and creative, and I kind of wanted to represent that in her room. She has like Polaroids up and pictures that she's drawn and like loads of clutter. She is actually, I would love this room. I sort of want it. I say this about every Sims room, but I do love this one. So this is Hayley's room, kind of colourful. Nothing really goes, but that's just who Hayley is. And then here we have the hallway, just bog standard. The parents actually did buy this house for them. They are a little bit spoiled, but their parents wanted them to be set up well, so they kind of bought all the furniture for them, apart from what they have in their rooms. So yeah, that's sort of the backstory. Then here we have the living room. Obviously all bought by parents. Like, they have the best stuff, and I doubt Chloe's parents would let them have anything but the best. But this is their living room. It's kind of standard. I didn't want to do too much because it is quite modern and sleek. So that's their living room. Then we have the girls' bathroom, which is down here. It's also sort of like the main bathroom, I guess you could say. It connects the living room and actually Nina's room. So downstairs is sort of where the 2 friends live, and then upstairs is sort of Jared and Chloe's own little house, but they don't have a kitchen. And then we have Nina's room, who actually doesn't have any artificial lighting because she is rather she's rather insane about those things. She doesn't like artificial lighting or anything like that. She likes to be very natural. So her room is pretty much trees. That's pretty much what Nina's room is. And then we have the kitchen right here. Again, it's very modern, very sleek. All the best things for Chloe, of course. Her mum spoils her rotten. And then moving on upstairs. So this looks a little bit different from downstairs. It's very old looking. And the story behind this is what Chloe's dad wanted. He is very, I guess you could say, eccentric, and he likes things classic. So this was his input on the house, and they actually don't have enough money to change it at the minute. So they sort of just have to live with it as it is, which Chloe hates. She hates this kind of stuff. She likes plain and simple, but colourful as well, and this is what she has to put up with for now. And then over here we have Hayley's little art studio, which is one of my favourite rooms in the house. I absolutely love it. I think it looks amazing. So this is her little art studio. Then we have an ensuite bathroom for Chloe and Jared. This is just standard. This came with the house. Again, kind of the dad's thing. I'm sure Chloe will change this once she gets enough money. And then we have their room, which is just very Chloe. Jared really didn't get a say in this. He was just like, you know what? your parents help us buy the house, so you go put your girly twist on it. Do whatever you want to do. She has like merits from writing in school and things like that. And I just love this room. I think it's very me. Chloe is a reflection of myself. So that's her room. And then we have a spare room right here. This is so plain. They did run out of money, so this is just a spare room in case they ever have a guest that stays over, such as Chloe's uncle, who we will get into in a minute. And then another bathroom, obviously, like, again, pretty bog standard, came with the house. And then another room, just in case, you know, they want to make some children or things like that. We do have a little outside bit as well with Jared's training equipment and just a grill and all of Nina's plants and pots. I'm going to unpause this and just let the Sims do what they want. And then we do have some visitors right now. So, first off, this is Chloe's mother. This is actually Poppy Riggs. And the story behind Poppy is that she's pretty much a Southern belle, I guess you could say. She is a country girl like her daughter. She kind of raised her in that way. But her parents wanted her to marry into money, hence why she married Chloe's father, who is actually, what's his name? Tatum. So yeah, she married into money, basically, and she looks very well off, but she also has, deep down, she still has those Southern belle country roots in her. Her parents basically wanted her to, become something she wasn't, and she kind of wasn't about that. She did love Tatum. She fell head over heels for him. He was a charmer back in his day, and he sort of hasn't lost that, but he's on his way to losing Poppy because he is not the most trustworthy man, I guess you could say. But that's Chloe's mum, and that's basically her little backstory. Basically, the reason she spoils Chloe so much is because her parents kind of forced her out at like 18 into the world and were like, right, go marry this older man, go do it and take care of yourself. So she wants to give Chloe an opportunity that she never had as a child. And then speaking of Tatum, where is he? That little scoundrel. Here he is. Look. You just have to look at that face to know that he's a snob. So this is Tatum Riggs. He is a businessman. He is like level 10 of the business career, and it shows. That's all I have to say about Tatum. He's a very outgoing man. He's very self-confident. He has money. He's old money. He's grown up with money. His parents spoilt him, and he has worked for what he's got, even though it was his family's business. But he's basically the boss. He has a lot of money. He lives in a massive house. He has pretty much the perfect wife. I mean, come on, look at her. She is gorgeous. And he takes it all. Whoa! Guys, keep it PG. Come on, this is the first part. But yeah, he basically got a trophy wife, and he's pretty happy with his life, but he's also not the most trustworthy of men. He does like to introduce himself to a lot of other women. So these two aren't on best terms right now. I know it looks like they are, but they actually have a bad romance, and it's hot and cold at the minute. So that's their story. And then I'm going to quickly pause this again just so they aren't too loud whilst I'm introducing the man of the hour. He is Uncle. He's basically Chloe's uncle, and she loves him so much. I'm hoping they still have, yeah, they do. So she's good friends with him, and he is the uncle. He is Poppy's brother. He is a younger brother, but he's still an adult. So all of these guys are like young adults, and all of these guys are all adults. So he's Poppy's younger brother. He is country boy. He's like a lumberjack. He loves the outdoors. He basically lives with Poppy and Tatum, but he has, which I find so funny, he has like a little campsite in their back garden. So it's like, are you a real like outdoorsy person, or do you kind of like the finer things in life, but also like to go for like weekends in a tent in the back garden? But I love him. He's like hilarious. Like, he always has people cracking up. Everyone loves him. Pretty much everyone in the town just loves Jason. You can't not. He's just like the sweetest person. So he's the loving uncle, basically, who is like a trucker type person, and I personally love him. I love all of the Sims that I've created for this Let's Play. And then you guys might notice that there's another person down here who actually hasn't come over. And when did this thing become when was this a thing? When did Sims come over to like welcome you to the house? That is the most adorable thing I've ever seen in my entire life. But it's only just started happening, and I'm so glad because I missed that from The Sims 3. But yeah, I don't know where he is. We did invite him over, but he didn't come. So this is Leighton, and he is actually Jared's dad. And his story is he was like the athletic coach when Jared was in school. He was his football coach. He was basically his manager. He is very athletic, but since he retired, because he was getting a little bit old and he had a knee injury, he did retire, and he became Jared's own personal manager. And he also got really into gardening, so he's a massive gardener. And a little tidbit, I guess you could say, is him and Poppy, who is Chloe's mum, kind of have a little thing going on, and I know that sounds terrible, but with Tatum the way he is, like literally flirty with everyone, and he's had countless affairs basically. And I need to remove this. I actually didn't build this house, it was on the gallery, and I will leave the name and the creator in the description below. Thank you to the creator. I can't actually remember who it was right now. I think the house is called Snowdrop, but I will leave the stuff in the description down below for the creator that built this house, because I just went onto the gallery and chose random houses that I sort of wanted. I changed them up here and there. And yeah, I really love this house, so props to the creator because it is awesome. But yeah, he has plenty of affairs, and Poppy kind of noticed it and got really close to Leighton, who is Jared's dad, which sounds really bad, I know, but she deserves someone to love her, and Leighton does. His wife passed away when Jared was quite young. He's been a single dad for the longest time. Like, he never thought he'd find love again. And then Jared and Chloe got together, and he met Poppy, and he was just like, wow, this woman is incredible. She's such a strong woman. She isn't being treated the best by her husband. I could treat her a lot better, and he's adorable. He's like such a sweetheart. So who knows, maybe throughout this Let's Play, maybe those two will get a little bit closer, and maybe Tatum will finally see what he's missing out on with Poppy. Maybe he'll start to treat her a bit better, but we can't really tell that right now. Chloe, what are you up to? Oh, okay. I was like, what are you up to? She's on the toilet. Oh, wow. Tatum's letting loose. I didn't think this could be a thing for Tatum. Him and Chloe actually don't have the best relationship. She sort of found out that, as I was saying, Chloe and Tatum actually don't have the best relationship because Chloe sort of found out about his affairs. Hayley sort of found out about it first. She saw him flirt with a girl's mum from their school, and she didn't really know whether to tell Chloe or not. She was sort of like, do I tell her? Will I break my best friend's heart? Which is something she really didn't want to do, but she felt it was sort of her duty to tell her. So Chloe and Hayley actually had a bit of a rough time throughout that. Chloe kind of wished that she had kept it to herself, but then she was like, you know what? My best friend was just looking out for me, and she accepted that, and it made them come even closer together as best friends. So those two are pretty much like sisters. Like, Chloe and Hayley, they are like sisters, basically. They're just family. They've grown up together since they were really young. They've always lived in the same area, and she's pretty much the sister that Chloe never had, which is adorable. But she is a very free-spirited type of person, and although she's adorable and stuff, she can get a little bit aggressive when she wants to, I guess you could say. Her ex-boyfriend knows all about that. So that's basically like the story between all of the Sims, and we will be exploring with all of them, I can assure you. Like I said, I want to do different parts where I focus on the adults a bit more, and go into Tatum's affairs and things like that, which I think is going to be a lot of fun. But I'm really just super excited for this Let's Play to start. I think everyone's so different and things like that, and there's going to be so many different like storylines to play with, and they obviously have their careers as well, so everyone's really different and very intertwined with each other that it's gonna get interesting. We already know that. I think these guys are heading off. I think that's what Poppy just said, but she's sort of just staying. Oh, look at them taking a selfie together. Poppy is basically Hayley's mum, and the other way around. She's really close to Hayley's family. It's just like best friends and sisters and things like that. Nina, not so close to. Nina's kind of mysterious, even though they've... Whoa, guys, I told you! PG-13 in the first part, please. But yeah, Nina is a lot more mysterious. Even though they've known her from high school, she's kind of like... They know her and they know what she's about, but they're not really close to her family. They don't really know a lot about where she grew up and things like that, which I'm sure we can learn throughout this Let's Play. But I am gonna end this part here with everyone dancing. We're gonna end it on a high note. Sorry that this part was mainly just me talking, but I did want to introduce you all to all of the Sims and give you the backstory, because the backstory really does mean a lot in this Let's Play, and you kind of know what's going on, you know the undertones of things, so it can only get better, is what I'm saying. Who knows what will happen between Chloe and Jared? Will he in fact be her Prince Charming? Will she get that marriage that she's always dreamed of? What is in the oven? What is this? Someone almost set like a fire in our house. Seriously? Right, why don't you bake something? We should have done that at the beginning for someone, just so they make some peanut butter cookies, kind of like a welcome gift. Okay, or don't, I guess. I probably think I'm gonna have to move the fridge. But, like I said, I'm gonna end this part here before I get way too into it and start playing a lot. But I really hope you all enjoyed this part. I know it was just me talking, but like I said, you guys really needed to know the story and things like that, and I'm glad that we got it out there. You guys know what everyone's about. So yeah, this story is just gonna evolve with little country girl Chloe Riggs over here. I'm so excited to explore and see what goes on, whether she will get her fairy tale, whether Jared will become the like most professional football player in the world, whether Hayley will find love, or whether she'll just be a free spirit and just be way out there, and whether or not Nina, we will discover about her, because she seems very mysterious and we don't know much about her, so maybe Chloe will take it upon herself as the sort of writer, journalist type of person she is to get to know one of her closest friends a little bit more. Who knows? But I'm going to end it here. Look at her little sly glance. She's like, I'm going to find out. She has some of the best facial expressions I've ever seen on a sim. She is just hilarious. Even just watching her whilst I'm playing, I'm just like, you are amazing. You are so happy and cheerful all of the time, but you make the best facial expressions ever. But thank you guys so much for watching this part. I really do hope you enjoyed it, because I am definitely looking forward to exploring and playing and just getting further and further into these stories. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, please do give it a big thumbs up. Leave all of your comments and suggestions down below. I love when I get feedback on a new Let's Play. It makes me so happy. Maybe let me know who you think your favourite sim is right now, who you think it's gonna be. I don't know, just anything you want to say or give me feedback on. All is welcome. I promise you not every episode is going to be this chatty, like I will actually play, but this was just an introduction. But thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I really hope you all enjoyed. I love you all, and I will speak to you all in my next part. Bye guys!